funky. Tech radio check.
Yo, what's good? It's your brother Breezy Brainstorm, episode 106. Excuse me. The hip hop riff of the week, episode 106. They Reminisce Over You by the brothers Pete Rock and CL Smooth. This is definitely a classic hip hop song, period, point blank, along with the bass line. So we're going to break down the low end of this song. It's real funky. Yeah. It's in the key of G sharp minor, and the first note is C sharp. Yeah, I know y'all feel that. It sounds like it's about to start, don't it? So let's go. G sharp minor. I'm on the C sharp on the A string, 4th fret. Technically, if you know your minor shape, you can just get right into the G sharp minor shape, because you can stay in that same shape and get this whole riff out. So my index finger is on C sharp. Pinky goes to B. That B is on the E string. A sharp is next. B, C sharp, G sharp. So that's, in Roman numeral terms, it would be 4th, 3rd, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now here comes the slightly tricky part. Fun, but tricky. Definitely want to have to practice this one slow to get it right fast. So, once again, the main riff. Now the funky thing they're doing at the end is going to the 5th, which is D sharp, then an octave, G sharp, then back to C sharp. So I'm gonna play a little bit faster so you can hear it better. How I'm playing that is I'm staying in that minor shape. If you don't know what the minor shape is first your 4 fingers are on the 4 congruent frets. So index finger on where the G sharp and the C sharp is. My ring finger is where the A sharp is, and my pinky is where the B is. Those first 4 frets, that's going to be your minor shape for 1 octave, and you can just stay in the shape and get it. So anyway, the tricky part, as we're calling it, I'm using my ring finger to bar the D sharp and the octave G. It's kind of tricky with your fingers. If you, depending on what technique you're using, because I'm using, let me just tell you what I'm doing. I'm plucking with index finger, ring finger on the octave. Then, since I'm using that middle finger on the octave, and that middle finger comes up to the next string to hit the D sharp again, index finger to hit the G sharp again. Then I can go back to C. So D sharp, G sharp, D sharp, G sharp. 4 times. There we go. Enough explaining. Y'all can get it. Y'all smart. One thing that has helped me with that is to make sure you keep your bass angled so that your plucking fingers can hit the strings angled. When you're really flat on the strings, you get caught up in a situation. So as soon as I remember to tilt the bass on that angle. It was much easier to play. So let's run that back one more again. There we go. Can get tricky. Also doesn't help that I'm sitting down like this, but it's cool. No excuses. I got it. That's the riff, basically. It's in the key of G sharp minor. We keeping it short and sweet. Now you know how to make another funky beat on the low end. What a treat. Bet. It's your brother Breezy Brainstorm. This was episode 106 of the Hip Hop Riff of the Week. If you enjoyed these riffs, subscribe, drop a comment on what y'all want to learn. Like what other hip hop songs do y'all want to learn the bass lines to? Because I'm always trying to learn some hip hop bass lines. They're the foundation of a whole bunch of stuff. And their foundation is based on a whole bunch of stuff as well. So you can always learn something from a hip hop bass line song in general. Yeah. What y'all want to know? Follow me on the social medias. It's your brother Breezy Brainstorm. You can also follow Funky Tech Radio and subscribe to the podcast. That's Funky Tech Radio on Spotify and a whole bunch of other streaming services. You can look it up. Y'all got your Googles. Anchor.fm/Funky Tech Radio if you want to know all the streaming sites that the show was on. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Stay in the shed and keep it funky. It's your brother Breezy Brainstorm signing out. Powered by Brainstorm Productions. Peace, y'all.
Funky now.